Hey YouTube family, it is cold. I am in STL, and on top of that I got a toothache, so I just want to come live and let you guys know that I am starting the 30-day YouTube challenge. So I will be uploading my videos just a little bit differently. I do have scheduled videos already set up to come out. So, you guys should join the challenge so you can get monetized. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm at work, so y'all know I'm a CDL driver. I am cold, y'all. I do not like the cold, okay? But yeah, get out here and start making your YouTube videos and post them. You know, I was making mine all fancy. If you go back and look at my channel, I had my videos. I can barely talk because I got some cotton over here on my tooth. My filling came out. But anyway, I was making all these fancy videos and doing the intro and the outro and putting the commercial in and doing all this and that. And I've been studying people's YouTube channel for a while. I sit and I take notes, and if y'all look at my other channel, my other videos, you will see that I was in solitude, and I was just I went to Florida and stayed for like a week, 7 days, and I recorded all these videos and learned how to work iMovie and was making my stuff all fancy, and you know, and then now I'm scrolling on YouTube, and now they saying don't do that. I was making my stuff all fancy, had a good intro, a good outro, and then I threw in a little commercial. So now, I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I've been following Meta, I think. I joined her community. She's trying to help everybody get monetized. I found her this morning, and it has been amazing. Like, all the do's and don'ts, the don'ts that she said not to do is what I was doing. So now I gotta figure out, you know, I'm just gonna come on here and record. You know, I know you guys wanna hear like about me being a truck driver, but I got into trucking because I was going through trauma, and I needed an outlet, and trucking was an outlet. Y'all, I'm gonna take this out of my mouth, excuse me. I could talk. So my feeling, let me just give y'all a little story on this. I know I'm getting off task, but my feeling fell out on this side, and I work Monday through Friday, so, and I'm off on the weekend, so it's kind of hard to make a dentist appointment. So I went and bought this filling stuff that, you know, you could buy from the store, from CVS, and I put it in my mouth, and I just put it in there, and it's sitting in and settling in until I can get to the dentist. Because I got a big hole, and that air was getting to it, and oh my God, it was like all of my entire head was hurting. But anyway, so I got into trucking because I needed therapy. Like, I was teaching, I was an elementary school teacher, and I needed something where I could get away from people, and I could really mentally process what I was going through. I was married for 26 years, and now I'm divorced, and so I'm mourning the death of my marriage, I guess. After being with somebody 2.5 decades, and then they just get up and you don't know why they gone. Even though you guys were on speaking terms, and like the next day, I mean, everything was different. So I really don't know. But imagine that, and I was teaching 2nd grade and going to all these PDs and professional development, and I really couldn't function. So I immediately got out of teaching, and I went into my business, Aliska's Amazing Pickles, full time. Well, even though I did that full time, I was working 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, 7 days a week. And didn't really have no off days. And then my sales wasn't doing good. Sorry, y'all, some of this stuff coming out. And it just seemed like everything was just going wrong. And I just was like, oh my God, I got to do something. So what I did is I closed my store. I had a storefront in South County Mall, if you guys know, if you're from St. Louis. I had a storefront. And so what I did is made it like a museum where people could just walk through and learn all about my business. And then they could scan the QR code, and then they can still place orders. And so what I would do is I went off to school in Kansas City and got my CDL license, and I was there for like 2 months. During that time, I would come home on Friday and stay to Sunday, and I would ship out orders, and then I would drive back to Kansas. It was like a 3-hour drive, which wasn't really bad. Oh my God, my tooth is killing me. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still trying to show up because I want to be a full-time content creator. I am 51 years old. I'm an empty nester. My kids are grown and gone. They're on their own. And so I just want to be able to just get up, make content. I want to help change the world. I don't want anybody going through any heartaches or any trauma alone. I'm trying to do some other things. So when I come on here, I'm going to talk about all things related to life. You know, my channel is like a one-stop shop, just like Walmart. You can go and get a little bit of everything you need from the channel. And so here I will be sharing my experiences, giving you advice, and it's up to you to gravitate or take it in. But I have a wealth of experiences, business experiences, career changing experiences, me getting my CDL. And imagine this, I was scared to death of trucks. My mother, when I was a little kid, I was riding in the back seat with my mother while she was driving. My grandmother was in the passenger side, and an 18-wheeler came and sideswiped us. Ever since then, as a kid to an adult, I would be scared when, you know, once I started driving, I would be afraid to drive on the side of an 18-wheeler. Now I'm actually driving. Can you believe that? But I love it. You know, it was like a adrenaline thing. You know, I guess I'm that type of woman where, you know, I like to approach things that people say that women can't do. And so it was so therapeutic being able to get in this truck and learn a new skill and being able to focus and hone in on something that kind of took me away from my trauma, even though it was like I would have my good days and my bad days. And what was good about it, I went to Swift Academy, and I think COVID had just kind of like broke loose or whatever. So, you know, they paid for my hotel. Of course I got to pay that back, but they paid for my hotel. And my hotel, I was there for 2 months. I went November 14th, and I graduated December 31st, and then I went and took my test in Kansas. So I was I had my CDL license before I came back home, and I got hired at Swift Academy on January the 6th, which was a Friday. So I went, when I first went and took my test, I did really well. I thought I was gonna be nervous. I was talking to the examiner, and I mean I had the Form D. That's where you have to give everything on the truck. You got to go from the hood, from A, from B, from C to D. You got to go through all of them. And so I had to do that, and then I had to get in and do my in-cab inspection. I aced that. I got like a 87, and then I did my driving test. So then the only problem was when I got to my parking. I mean my parking. So you get 3 parkings. You got to do a straight line backing, and you got to do a left or a right. I forgot what they call now. Offset parking. You don't know which one you're gonna get because the computer picks it for you, but you will have a straight line backing, and then they'll either give you the 45 or the 90. So the first time I passed the first 2, but then I ran out of time for the last one. You get 15 minutes per parking, and you can't go outside the cones, and you gotta, make sure you get in there right without hitting the cones. And so I did that. And so the next day, the following week, I had to go back because you go with the school has to take you. And I went back and hold on, I'm backing into this trailer. I went back and I had my 15 minutes, and I passed it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I had to do all 3 backings over. I don't know if I had to do all 3. I believe I did because I ran out of time. You get 2 hours to do everything, and if you run out of time, you just have to come back. And so I went back the following week, and I ended up passing everything. So that was absolutely amazing. So I left there with a job and with my CDL license. So that was pretty cool. But during that time, I was going through my trauma, but I was studying. That's when I typed up my notes and I started sharing it on YouTube, and I was telling how I got started. So periodically, I'm just gonna come on here and talk. Now, I do have some other videos because I do want to help heal the world with the strategies that I use to help me get over my trauma. And it will be like I'm robotic because I'll be reading from my notes, not my AI notes, but notes that I actually wrote down. And I had to stop and really think, like, wow, I'm doing all of this stuff, and I made it through. I didn't think I was going to be able to really survive. I was in a bad place, and I really couldn't tell anybody because they would have probably stopped me from driving the trucks because I was mentally not there. But driving, and I was on the road for a little while, it was very therapeutic. I was so excited to decorate my truck, the inside of my truck, and then I went through the accelerated program where you got to drive on the simulators. So that got me out of training early as well, because you only have to do like 160 hours, I think. But once I got hired with Swift, then I was in training for about a month with John Gibbs, and I put his information. You can contact him. I put his information on my YouTube channel and go through him. He was my trainer at Swift. He was real good. When I tell you, y'all should have seen me parking that trailer. The tractor would be going one way and the trailer would be going the other way. And so now to actually see me being able to back up, and I'm pulling in these docks and I'm parking between trailers. Me, if I can do it, Miss Scary over here, anybody can do it. So anyway, I know you guys come to my channel to find out information about the CDL, so I will be dropping all types of gems of what I went through and everything that I could think of that I could share with you guys about getting your CDL license. I am trying to monetize my channel because, again, my goal is to be a full-time content creator. Yes, I got out here and I drove the trucks, But this is not something that I want to do long term, because it does work on, like, my knees be sore sometimes, and then I meal prep. I'm a frugivore, so you know, you have to have enough energy, because you have to be on alert. You got to always be paying attention to your left and your right. Like, your head got to always be moving from left to right. So it's a lot to do, and it's so time consuming. It takes away from your life. And if I was married, you know, right now, I don't know, it's just a hard labor 9-to-5 job, and it's just something I just don't want to do. Being 51 years old, I didn't raise my children. I was a housewife back then. I mean, even though I had a daycare, I'm an entrepreneur at heart, and I'll come on there and share different tips and different things. I'm just gonna start making videos, but I will be rolling out my other videos, breaking my silence to heal. And I do want you guys to become part of the Ring family. And I'll tell you, I'm not revealing what the Ring family is, the Ring Society, but I want to heal. I want you guys to be healed. I want you to be the best versions of yourself. Be an individual before you get into a relationship. Trust me. You don't want to get in a relationship relying on somebody else. I know I'm jumping all over the place. But I will start making my videos more script to one topic. Right now, I just saw Meta, I think that's how you say her name. I saw her video today, and so I just was like, you know what, let me go on here and just go ahead and start recording. But most of my long form videos are 20 to 30 minutes long. But the mistake I think I'm making is I'm making shorts, because I did get over 7,000 views, and I'm like, oh my God, that should put me over with my watch hours, but it still really didn't do anything. So I guess I need to stop really making shorts, because I feel like, you know, when I make the shorts, people are not coming back looking at my long form videos. So I need you guys to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, because I do have some things that's coming up. I'm thinking about doing some other things with CDL, but I'm trying to figure out if I can do that, and you guys may be interested in that if you follow me for my CDL, to learn more about, you know, being a truck driver. Because once you in it, you do like it. It's like you your own boss. I mean, you still have to report and get your paperwork and things like that, but you don't have anybody looking over your shoulder. Of course, they can see where your truck is. You know, once you log in and sign in, they can look on the map and just click on your name, and they can tell exactly where you are. So it's not like, you know, you can hide or anything. But the thing is, coming from the classroom where you with students all day, and you got administrators coming in and they're observing you, they taking notes, and it was just too overwhelming. And now I have connected that with my trauma. So I hope maybe when I'm a little older, I don't know, 55, maybe I will go back in the classroom. I don't know. But at this point, I just can't be in the classroom. But I still, you know, every job that you go to has its up and downs. Here you deal with the same issues that you would as if you was in a regular job. The only difference is, sorry y'all, the only difference is you don't have anybody like directly over you that communicate through the tablet or over your phone or something like that. But I just want to come on here and just kickstart my first 30-day challenge that I'm doing, where I'm going to upload this video, and it's just gonna be raw and uncut, and it is what it is. I mean, you're going to see my other videos though, where I come and I dress up and I get all cute in front of the camera, and then I'm reading from my notes, and I'm looking down and I'm making jokes and laughing to myself. But being in trucking has really been fulfilling. It really was a big reward to be able to just get in the truck and know that these people are trusting me to deliver the loads. And you know, just it's another responsibility, and you want to drive very, very safe. Very, very safe. But so look at me, y'all. I'm wrapped up. I am wrapped up. I don't know if you can see me, but I am wrapped up like an Eskimo. I mean, the temperature now just dropped to 18. Well, that's what my truck is saying now. But I just gotta say warm. I can't stand the cold, y'all. I want to go to Thailand. I either want to go to Thailand, what is it, Bali? I want to move to I want to get out the United States. I really do. I want to go swimming. I want to get up, make my content. I want to change the world. I want to help people. And I just don't want no one going through trauma alone, because it was a dark place. And there would be times when I would be driving and I would just be like screaming, crying, and just like getting it out, and I'm praying. But it gave me the opportunity to be in solitude and still make money and still learn a new skill that I can always use. Like, I have nothing on my driving record or anything like that. So the one thing I do want to say though, that I didn't know, see, I thought when you got your CDL license that you have 2 driving license, but you don't. It's just 1. And so whatever you do in your personal vehicle, it affects your CDL license. Okay, so that's one important thing that you want to always remember. So the same way you drive in the CDL truck, in the tractor, you want to make sure that you practice them same safety things when you're driving in your car. Do you know, for a while, this is so funny, when I was driving, when I would go from my car to the truck and from the truck to the car, I would be staying back, and I didn't realize I was doing that because, you know, most of the tractors, they have a detection on it if you get too close, like you're following distance, like if you get too close on the car. So I found myself, when I was driving my personal vehicle, driving like this far away from people. It was so weird. So it took a while for me to make the adjustment. And then when I would drive my car, I have an SUV. When I would get in my SUV, it would feel like I'm on the ground driving, you know, because I'm so used to sitting up high. And it took a while for my body, for me to get used to that. I'm trying to think of some other things. And then I also noticed when I was driving too, that I would drive behind an 18-wheeler. And I would just be sitting there just driving in my regular car. I have no idea why. I don't know. Instead of going around. But I'm saying this to say that when you get your CDL, it's a golden ticket, because there are thousands of jobs. You will always be able to get a job. You can leave one job and have a job the next day. I mean, I'm not condoning that you quit one job and go to another. I'm just saying that, just say if you're in a different career and something happened with that job, and then you had to, you know, instantly start making some money, you can slide right back into your CDL driving. Of course, they may have you take a road test and, you know, ask you why you haven't been driving for a while. But the thing is, it never expires. So you will always have your CDL license. So just make sure you keep, it's a gem that you can keep in the back of your pocket. And then what I like about when you become a driver, they don't hold the paycheck back. So just say you start working on Monday. Well, you won't get a check that following Friday, but you'll get a check the next week. So in a sense, it is holding, but it's not like 2 weeks. And then you get paid every week. Then you also can get like $100 advancement. So just say if you start working at a job, once you get your fleet card, then you can take out $100 advancement. Some companies have $200, and what they'll do is they'll just take it out your first check. or they might roll over and take it out your second check. So you'll always have, you know, a little change in your pocket. So I really do like the industry, but it's just when the weather, and you know, it's just like, you know, you don't have no sick days. I'm a teacher, so I'm used to having them sick days. I'm used to having them holidays off. And so like today is Dr. Martin Luther King holiday, and I had to work. You know, in most schools, I'm trying to think, did we have to work for school? I don't think so. I can't even remember because I haven't taught in 2 years. Oh, I can't remember if I would be at school on Dr. Martin Luther King Day. I don't think so. I think the schools would be closed. But anyway, so this is a little information. I hope this video was helpful to you about trucking and about all other stuff that I talked about. I will make sure that I hone in on topics when I just randomly come on here and talk, but I am here to give you advice. If you have any questions you want to ask me about being a CDL driver, you know, if you need somebody to study with, if you got any other questions, please leave it in the comments, send me a message. You can also send me an email. I just really appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching to the end. And go ahead, start your YouTube channel. Just get on here like she said, and just start talking and sharing all the knowledgeable information. Like if you work on houses, talk about how you fix up houses and the things that you do. I'll be talking about finances. I mean, I'm learning so much. I'm buying stocks. I'll be talking about that. So I'm gonna just share like whatever information I can with you, because the one thing about it, we move through life not knowing things, and sometimes some people don't like to share, and I love to share. I will take you by the hand and help you walk through whatever situation. So if you have any questions, even if it's like about something personal that you may want to talk to me about, or you may want to meet with me, get on a call or something like that, just let me know. I am here to serve. I'm here to help. If you have any questions about being a truck driver, it is difficult being a female truck driver, and then on top of that, being a black female truck driver. It is really difficult. You got a lot of people that's very cocky. They, you know, drive you off the road, not being safe. I try to be safe. If you want to drive like a crazy person, go around me. So because if I make a sudden move because you in a rush, then that's gonna reflect me. So I refuse to let that reflect me. So again, if you have any questions about being local, any information, I'm gonna start making a list of things that I'm gonna talk about daily. I will be dropping a video every single day, maybe 2-3 times. Whenever I think of something, I'm gonna turn on my camera and y'all gonna see my face. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Right now I'm sitting here, I just backed into my trailer. I just got a hookup now, and I'll get out and I'll probably make another video just to share with you guys, just to share with you. I'm just in that era of my life where I just want to put on nice suits and dress up and change the world and talk to people and share my experiences. I want to get better at speaking, so I'm doing a lot of what do they call it, self-work. Like I'm working on things with myself. I'm trying to build my vocabulary. I'm trying to watch the way I speak. I'm trying to make sure that I say all my syllables and consonants. So just bear with me, you know, leave comments. Let's do this 30-day YouTube challenge. Let's see, let's you know, get monetized. Let's get monetized. Everyone is a scientist. Everyone is a teacher. Everyone has something to offer. You may know something that I don't know. I may know something that you don't know. It's all about sharing and helping the other person. That is what we are here for. Don't withhold any information. Okay, this video has been 30 minutes long. Bye bye. Stay tuned. Have a good day.